Sandali ah. Ito na, ito na. Ito, nagre-record na. Ulitin natin.
Ito.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Well, we are very happy to have been given the chance to interview a very freshly baked trustee in the 2021-2023 Rizalian year of the international headquarters in Manila. Of course, we're talking about Sir Emmanuel Calairo. Sir Manny, can you would you like to give your salutations to our viewers?
Yes, first, thank you very much for having me in your program, Sir Alwin. No? And of course, for all those watching now, thank you very much for the support that you extended to me and to all those candidates, no? For this election. No? So maraming salamat po. At narito po tayo ngayon, trabaho na.
So, sir, can you walk us through briefly about the day? It was only a few hours. What time ago? What time did you come? What time did you come down in from Cavite to the international headquarters? Can you kind of give us a rundown of what happened on the day before the actual election?
Well, actually, meron po tayo sa IHQ, no? Nandiyan yung ating assembly, no? But very limited lang yung capacity ng ating space, no? So, yung ibang mga tulad na nasa Cavite, we decided na magsama-sama kami sa Tansa because it's where Sir Munding del Rosario, no? Siya yung chapter commander. At the same time, siya ang siya ang nag-invite din sa amin, no, for Cavite area. So ang Magpuri chapter, no, marami po salamat sa suporta ng Magpuri, no. So ang aking pong chapter commander si Sir Aquino Garcia at si Ron, kami tatlo, at yung isa hindi nakasama si Sir Ed Garnace. We went to Tansa to vote, no. Then we went back to Dasmariñas after ng lunchtime. So yun, pero nakikiramdam kami, no, na kung ano mangyayari, and well, we were invited eventually in the afternoon na we have to rush to the headquarters because it seems that mukhang merong mangyayaring maganda para sa amin.
That's very nice. Also, sir, if you can extend the congratulations to Sir Del Mundo.
Del Rosario.
Del Rosario, excuse me. Okay, yeah. Let me try that again. 3, 2, 1. Also, sir, if you can extend our congratulations to Sir Del Rosario for being the Deputy Supreme Commander.
Yes, sir.
We're very proud of that.
We fondly call him Munding, no? Mayor Munding, no? Because he's a 3-timer mayor of Tansa before, no? And he became a board member, provincial board member, and now the vice mayor of Tansa. He's a seasoned politician, like our Supreme Commander-elect Gerry from Angono, Rizal.
Now, sir, of course, we're here to talk about you. You did say that you did cite Sir Munding's qualifications and experience. How about you, sir? What do you bring to the table?
Well, probably one would be my expertise in history, because of course our national hero is a very historical figure. So what I can do would be to disseminate information about our national hero in different media, and of course to encourage more publications, more engagement with our youth, and that's one part of my capacity. The other part would be I'm already roaming around in Europe and in Asia, in the United States, delivering lecture about the nationalism and about Rizal. So maybe I could help more organizing chapters and inspiring everyone worldwide to appreciate more about the values and heroism of our national hero. And of course, being the commissioner of the National Historical Commission, hopefully I could also do I could help our fellow kababayans of appreciating the life of our national hero, because it's a worthy of emulating his deeds.
Now, sir, you're very online savvy. I know that you have several shows. I guess we call them shows.
During this pandemic only.
That's right. That's right. And no, nobody knows when this all this pandemic measures will last. So, what do you think, sir, is the part of online webinars, online lectures has in store for the Knights of Rizal, considering the pandemic?
Well, I think it plays a very vital role in bridging the gap, no? Which is communication. Because before, in order to communicate, we have to be face to face with the people. For example, like us, no? You're from the United States, and I'm here in our homeland, no? And it's in order to communicate, I have to be in your area, or you have to be in my area. But now, because of technology, it was bridged. No? So with that, because of the blessings of technology, then we could expand more and reach more of our kababayans worldwide in the far-flung areas, in order to disseminate the information about the life of our national hero and his teachings. No? And there are so many ways of doing it, uploading in Facebook, or in YouTube, making a YouTube channel about the Knights of Rizal, and probably in other platforms like webinars, no, and e-conferences. But of course, that's still let's wait for the Supreme Council to make a decision about it.
Now, sir, you guys are in a special circumstances because of the pandemic. Uh, Very limited face-to-face gatherings, and such. So, do you think, sir, that this limits your potential activity sponsoring because of the pandemic, as a new as a part of the Supreme Council? Is also with regards to bonding, team building. I know that before the start of this, just the past Supreme Council, they had a training, team building in DAP at the start. Obviously, now it would all have to be online, like you said. But do you think that this is a limitation because you're not face to face? There's no substitute for face to face interaction, and you know. So, what's your thoughts about how you guys can grow as a team with this pandemic situation, sir?
Well, as of the moment, we cannot deny that the pandemic really hampers the activities, the regular activities of the order, and even the other activities of our other organizations. That's why we migrated from face to face to online platform. But as you said that, it's we are hoping that eventually, as if the quarantine might be lifted very soon because of the lessening of the infection, then there might be hopefully a limited face-to-face team building. Because as of the moment, we are very optimistic, because the Department of Health were very optimistic also that they could not really arrest the increase, but they could decrease the number of infections. So we are very optimistic on that. We're very positive that right now, for example, in the restaurants and the malls, they're already allowing 30% outside al fresco and 10% inside. So with that kind of arrangement, maybe it will become more better. So with that, we are hopeful that if we cannot restore the original system like what we have done before, maybe we could do it in a very limited way.
Nice, sir. Now, sir, how well? There's 9 members in the Supreme Council, uh, including you. Uh, how many of those names do you actually have any personal uh, uh, rapport with already? I know you said Sir Munding.
Yeah, this is an international organization. So we are just bonded because we were voted on, no, by our colleagues. No? So as for myself, I could speak for myself, no? Because I was in the, I'm in the order since 2000, I think it's 2007. I'm already in the order. So, and Mayor Munding, our Deputy Supreme Commander elect, Munding de Rosario, we're very close because during his term as mayor of Tansa, he commissioned me to write the town history of Tansa. So we have a very special relation. So I knew him long before. Sir Gerry Calderon, I knew him also before the Knights of Rizal because we have some engagement in his office already. And the rest would be because of the Supreme Council already.
I see.
Like Sir Abeliana, Sir Casola, no? And even Sir Suba is based in the United States. We all know that. So we just met because of this election,
Yeah.
and the other like Sir Peralta and Sir Garaton. And yeah, that's it.
So, sir, since as truth be told, we scheduled a an interview until they said that we can't do some campaigning, and we thought that maybe they would misconstrue the interview as a campaigning, and so we stopped it. What do you think, sir, of how the election tribunal? Well, let me rephrase that. Uh, three, two, one. So, sir, do you think there's any electoral reforms that you would like to see, that you would be an advocate of in the KOR elections?
Electoral reforms. This is the first time that I participated in the Supreme Council, and luckily became part of it. But I already participated before. And this is a different time. It's pandemic. And that's the first time that we instituted an online voting. And the Supreme Council actually managed to commission a very credible group with a system that's very, when were discussing it, it's really it's like foolproof, no system. So I think as of the moment, the system is okay. There might be no need for to make it better as of the moment because it seems that it's very systematic election and it's a very credible election. Well,
Mu-
it's in my opinion.
I must say, sir, that it's very instantaneous, very fast, very convenient,
Mhm.
uh, and very convenient for both the nominees and the voters. I
Mhm.
was thinking more on the resolutions filed by, uh, published by the Electoral Tribunal before about banning campaigning online,
Mhm.
uh, having to pay to vote, pay to play, and
Mhm.
maybe even on uh, having, say, opening up the availability of nominees
Mhm.
to other countries. Like now,
Mhm.
you have Australia and USA participating both in overseas and in the regular Supreme Council. I was thinking, do you see any this on the top of your head? Do you see any issues with this, or that you want to see change, or stuff like that?
Well, I'm just a president elect as of the moment. No? So I think the best, if you should ask the present Supreme Council or the outgoing Supreme Council on that matter. But if you will ask me, in my personal opinion, I think it's good, of course, to include everyone around the world, you know, about this election, because we're all stakeholders of the order of the Knights of Rizal. So there must be a representation per region.
No, sir. With regards to banning campaigning,
Well,
what's your personal
uh,
take on that?
I cannot. Well, in my case, if you will ask me, this is the first time that they have this kind of election, and banning it is also the first time. You know, so we are all, you know, it's like testing waters, no, it's okay or not. So we cannot blame whether they ban it or not. But this is just a testing time, you know? Because this is the first time that they instituted it. But well, it's already history right now. No? Because it's already passed. No, so uh, I think it could help, of course, the members of the order if all of them will be informed about the candidate's profile, no? Through campaign. But that's my personal opinion. But of course, the the tribunal has its own context, and we cannot challenge it as of the moment.
How about, sir, the to play?
Come again?
How about the pay to play? You have to pay to be able to vote.
Oh
The
yeah.
registration fee. What's your personal
Yeah.
take on that?
Well, my take on that would be it's fair, because the order also, I believe, they pay for the system, no? They pay for the people, for the staff to manage the election. They are not the usual regular employees who manage the election. They have this staff who is very knowledgeable about online voting. So I'm okay with the payment, and it's very, I think it's reasonable for us in the Philippines. It's 1,000 is reasonable.
Now, sir, also, I wanted to ask you. I'm sorry. I'm hard, kind of asking some hard questions that might visit you within these 2 years. One of them is the criticism in some sectors that the a group is trying to control the Knights of Rizal. What's your take on
Mhm.
that?
Well, personally, I'm not in a position to to answer that, because I'm not very active in the order. I'm active in my chapter. No? Maybe someone from the outgoing Supreme Council could answer that.
Okay.
Because as for myself, I'm an academician, you know, and I'm very and also very busy in my schedules outside Knights of Rizal. So most of our dealings were basically in the chapter level, sometimes in the regional level. So someone controlling it, it has to be substantiated, of course, before we could critique.
Very, very fair. That's very fair. So, sir, my last question, again, I would like to thank you for allowing us this early to ask you some questions that might, like I said, might revisit your tenure in the Supreme Council, and that you might end up tackling anyway. Uh, I would like to thank you also for serving, giving your time. I know it's going to be a lot of sacrifice on your part, all of you, to be a part of the Supreme Council for 2 years. Um, if you, sir, we're going to see the Knights of Rizal 2 years from now, what do you want to see happen if you were looking back 2 years from now?
Well, I want to see the order very active worldwide, encouraging everyone, every Filipino, in every corner of this the world to be engaged in the not really in the order, but in appreciating the life of our national hero, because it's really life changing. And if you're a nationalist person, you're searching for an identity, for how to help our country, this is the best organization to engage in. So that's number one. We have to, well, we should see eventually that most, especially outside the Philippines, no, it's like a symbol, no? A symbol of unity, a symbol of nationalism. And secondly, of course, we have to, looking back 2 years from now, maybe, well, the Knights, not really the Knights of Rizal, but the Knights of Rizal already work about, uh, well, disseminating information in different parts of of the Philippines, in the provinces, in the region, creating more chapters so that they could be a hub of educational awareness campaign about Rizalism. Because I'm always campaigning for Rizal as life changing, because even me and myself, no, reading the life of our national hero, no, it's really fantastic, amazing. Sabi nga ng iba, hindi makapaniwalang tao siya, kaya ginagawa siyang Diyos, di ba? So,
That's
pero tayo, as a Knights of Rizal, we revere him as our hero, our national hero. No? So, isa lang yan eh. Pag na-imbibe mo yung Rizalismo, hindi ka na pabigat sa lipunan, nakakatulong ka pa. Yun po.
So in that note, sir, I would like to thank you for this interview. I know that you are tired and you have need a good day's rest, but rest assured, in 2 years, like I said, I texted you. God willing, we'll be able to do this again, and maybe we can look back at this interview and see how far all your aspirations have has materialized. And again,
Hopefully, very
congratulations, sir,
optimistic. Yeah,
and
thank you.
I hope for your success and Nanom Nis Moria.
Well, ang mismo niya. Not everything will die. Hindi lahat sa atin ay mga Salamat po.